Hey guys, this is Nightflame, and today, guys, I will be reviewing Doomed, a page preview. That's it. So yeah, they page preview of Doomed. You can get this free in Comixology.com, the digital version, or you can get it free with issue number 2 of Convergent Superman, which you get it free on the back. So yeah, what did I think of Doomed? So let's get on it. So it's written by Scott Lobdell, not one of my favorite writers, but it's written by him nonetheless. And artist is Javi Fernandez. So what did I think about this issue? Let's get going in now for real. So the comic opens up with Doomed. We kind of get a little background on him about how he was tested on, and he became a monster, and he's fighting his only enemy so far. And he really can't talk. He just growls, and he's not a bad person, but just because of his looks, people judge him and they think he's a villain. So he is being attacked by this guy named I focused it. So the Alpha Centurion. He's being attacked by him, and he's getting judged. So since he really can't defend himself with words, he just attacks the Alpha Centurion. And I think he's pretty powerful because he, almost kills this Alpha Centurion. He becomes kind of like sad that he did this. He didn't know he could, had a power like this. And he basically escapes because the police just surrounded him. And he returns to his regular form in this abandoned warehouse. He luckily finds clothes in there, and he returns to the scene, and to see what happened. And his roommate comes in, and his roommate is really either metrosexual or homosexual, because of just Scott just from the beginning just depicts him like that, which I'll talk about this in my verdict. But yeah, he does that. And our main character, who's basically doomed, or that's his name, Javine Riser. His name is Riser. So our main character, Riser, he says that his life has been pretty hard, but his best friend or slash his roommate, Roman, he is a person that really helps him go through this. So the comic ends up with both of them walking back to the room. So or to their basically house. So yeah, that's what happened in Doomed. What did I think about it though? What did I think about it? So yeah, Doomed, to me, when I first read it, I honestly can't say that I didn't hate it. I love the concept of it because it just feels like the Hulk version of a DC character. This kid, he's innocent. He basically just becomes kind of like Doomsday. He destroys things, and he comes back. He really doesn't know how to control this, and I feel like you can really do so many things with this concept. Scott Lobdell, I really like what he did with the beginning about how he really can't talk and he can't describe, but people just judge it by his looks. Even though it's a little cliche, I do like it. But then it ends up taking a turn for the worst. So yeah, basically the kid, after the fight, I liked everything he did about how he almost killed the guy. And when he comes back, it just gets pretty weird, and we get that Scott Lobdell charm that he puts in his books. We find out that our main character, he's different. He's not a Caucasian. He's basically, I could say, maybe Spanish or African American, which is cool because we're getting more of those very diverse heroes. So he sees his roommate out of nowhere, and we get introduced to his roommate, and his roommate just was obviously either metrosexual or homosexual. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's not a bad way. I just hated the way he portrayed him. It just felt really forced. Some really strong LGBTQ characters in the DC universe are like Elisa from Gail Simone's Batgirl. From the beginning, you could not know anything about her. You did not expect that she was, a transgender. And that's what I liked about her run. Like at the end, in one issue, she's like, you know what, I'm a man, I'm a changed person, and I didn't like my body before, so it just felt natural. But this one feels so much forced. I don't like Roman. Like, I mean, I don't know anything about him, but from the beginning, he's like, he has his little scarf on, and he says I've been fabulous the whole day. So Yeah, I thought it was really forced. Skull of Dell does not does not know how to handle this. I would have thought a better way, to do this would have been like Roman being his best friend and one day kind of announcing to Riser that he is gay or something, or homosexual or something. But yeah, nonetheless, Roman. Maybe we'll find out more about him in Doom #1. But yeah, let's get into the grading for this book. Story wise, I gave a 3 out of 5. I like the beginning, believe it or not. It was really interesting, the beginning that we had from this series. You know, Bryzer basically just battling that Centurion, I forgot his name. That was great. The art, I gave a 4.5 out of 5. I really, really like the art. I thought it fit the book, even though here it looks weird. It's the way the character is supposed to look like. So I like the art. The coloring was great. So definitely the art for me is a big plus. The writing, it's a 3. Art 4.5. Overall score of 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. So that's surprising for a Skull of Dell book, especially Skull of Dell book. Like, I don't know how it got the score, but surprisingly it did. So do I recommend you to pick up issue #1? I will definitely do it because I was really interested in what this book, presented to me. I like this whole concept of a character who can't control himself, just like the Hulk, but a character who actually wants to do good, but he is seen as a villain. Like the Hulk, he could be seen as a hero. I mean, recently he has been able to control himself, but in the past he hasn't, and I feel like that's a cool introduction to a character. I don't know. A minus for this book is that whole Roman character. Hopefully, Skull of Dell really does something interesting with him. But the first impressions, it was just too blunt. Like, oh yeah, this is me. I'm fabulous. Like, yeah, it's just I know. I am not against LGBTQ characters. I love Alicia from Batgirl. I love who else is it from DC Universe? Midnighter. A bunch of characters like that, but I just felt it was just too blunt, and I don't know. I felt like he was doing this on purpose. He wants some publicity for this book, but yeah, I thought he did a good job for the beginning, but from then, kind of doing his style of like, yeah, blunt characters. Yeah, I did not dig that. But basically, 7.5 out of 10. I'll leave you guys to choose it. Awesome art, story could use some help, but yeah, cool concept. So 7.5. I will be definitely picking up issue #1. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this video. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and have a nice day, guys. Goodbye.